and seat numbers. Passengers traveling on via train number 60, please proceed to letter G.
Back on the road again. Made it to Ottawa. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Enjoy the rest of your day too.
Yeah. Your son right here. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Hello.
Took the train, yeah.
Good.
I'm back in Ottawa, my home city, the city I grew up in, and I thought today is a good day as any other day to tell you a few stories from my childhood. Just about to go down the street I grew up on called Gentlegate Crescent. And I spent, I guess, age 0 to age 10 in this house. We grew up on 59 Gentlegate Crescent, and I'll bike by the house. I'm not gonna stop in front of it and film because that would probably be pretty creepy. There it is, 59 Gentlegate. I remember like as a kid growing up with Van Morrison, Eric Clapton, Chicago, Rod Stewart. We used to put those CDs on after dinner and dance around. I was like 2 years old and I used to play air guitar with like a fake vacuum cleaner. And that's where I really learned to dance music and like got the real feeling of like how to enjoy music. But there's this specific memory I have of listening to music. My brother and I cracked a can of Coke. I was in a rocking chair. We were both in the living room and he said to me, "You gotta listen to this." So he put a CD in. I was having my Coke, rocking back in the chair. He was on the couch. We were at 59 Gentlegate Crescent and he put on the Beatles, specifically I Am the Walrus, which has a huge drive to it and was like a really hard rock and roll song. And I remember we just looked at each other and smiled. And that was me hearing the Beatles for the first time. And my musical landscape changed completely from there on out. And then right there, the Beatles became my favorite band of all time.
I am he as you are, he as you are, me and we are all together. See how they run like pigs from a gun, see how they fly.
Right here is where we'd play soccer and run around as kids, and they seemed to be as big as pastures when we were little, but now they're just small patches of grass. And as a kid, I was always more interested in sports than I was music. And actually, my piano teacher lived around here, and I was never super keen on piano as a kid just because piano teachers back then really forced you into learning like the Royal Conservatory pieces to piano, and I really just wanted to play rock music. Now we're about to step into from the area where we used to live, and really it's not that far away from each other. It's only like probably a 4-minute bike ride, but when I was 10 years old it seemed like light years away because I had to switch schools when I was younger. Side note, there has been a small child following me for the last 15 minutes because I think he's interested in this camera. It was actually at this community center where I had my first volunteering job. I used to pour slushies for kids at camp. And you know the cups where you can like peel something off to win something? There was this one kid that would come and steal all the cups. It's so interesting looking back on this now because I was 10 and I moved to this new house, and at 10 that was a huge, enormous and life-shattering change. But in hindsight, with time and age, you really realize that wasn't a big change. I honestly think that would go for every change in life. the big changes that I'm making right now, in 20 years from now, in hindsight with time and age, I'll probably think, why were you worrying so much about those changes? They really weren't that big.